Alright, welcome back to the Rising Empires League, hosted by none other than Rising Empires. We've got Team Snake spawning at the bottom here, up against Team AFAT Penguin. So, AFAT Penguin, or AFP, consisting of CSO, with Chinese characters. I'm not sure what that actually translates to. And he's in the blue trunks on French. His teammate today is Louis MT on Malians in the light blue trunks. They're up against Wan, here playing for Team Snake, in the green trunks on English. And we've got Puppy Paw, the red, on Chinese. So we're here on Basin. There's an awful lot of gold concentrated in the center of the map. So, a little unfortunate for Louis MT that none of them are really all that close, except for maybe this one to him. They have to be quite aggressive and playing on the front foot to actually make the full benefit of the pit mine. Obviously you can still put it on the smaller gold veins, but it just doesn't translate to as much gold trickle because you're a little bit limited on the number of houses around it. So every house or mining camp placed around it gives you that gold trickle. It's important to remember that the mining camp also contributes, because sometimes, you know, people will just put houses all the way around it and then realize, oh fuck, I've got to delete one. And it doesn't actually come of any cost to you to actually have the mining camp there to begin with. So CSO already getting his wheelbarrow technology there, so his age up will be slightly delayed, and he'll still be able to get moving pretty quickly, although Wham already going for that council hall. Puppy Paw probably looking to go for Song Dynasty, because then you can get the benefit of the villager production speed. Third off their build time, which is pretty big. I think that actually used to be 35% rather than 33%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually did end up meaning another half a second worth. So it's going Imperial Academy first, rather than going Barbican. So Imperial Academy is going to let him double the tax gold early on. So overall, while it doesn't give him the defensive prowess or even offensive prowess of the Barbican, take a little while to go and get an offensive Barbican up, considering this rush distance, but it does mean that ultimately he's going to get a little bit more free gold out of all of his production buildings here. He's going to have about 18, no, maybe even, yeah, probably about 18 villages by the time that finishes up. So Scholar Cav finishing up, Mansa Quarry already done. Wham looks to be going for 2 town center here. Even though he's got a very early age up, committing to another production facility, gathering a lot of stone already, so he should be able to just plonk down that town center pretty much as soon as he ages up here. CSO be looking to push with the knight pretty early here. Well, Warrior Scout for Louis MT. Trying to take out a villager here, he might even be able to get it. Oh no, it's just garrison straight in the village. Slowing down a little bit of build time, but Fortunately, the eco units are safe. Quite defensive position for that Barbican, but it's just going to mean that while the China player's got to commit to another 600 resources into a second landmark here, you can reap the benefit of being nice and safe at home. Having that faster villager production really pay off in a couple of minutes' time. Wayne just trying to keep that knight busy, keep track of it, just make sure he's going to have his spears preemptively positioned. Empty, continuing to add structures around the pit mine, really making the most out of that gold mine without actually having to commit to gathering from it. So you can start producing sofa pretty soon. It looks like CSO already going to start market eco here. Really wants to get a big boom going. And he should be safe for a little while, considering Puppy Paw going to be trying to just sit back and chill with spears for a little bit. He's going to go 2 TC Song, so it's a really boomy opening for him. He's not going to have a lot of, aggression potential early on here, but he is producing spearmen out of the 1 barracks, so he should be able to defend against these warrior scouts. Ooh, that village is going to get caught in the mix of things there. One of the warrior scouts goes down. Another 2 are quite low, but are ultimately able to make it out of there. Wham's second town center going to finish up soon. CSO still just making knights for the moment. Looks like he's got to cut production for a little bit there too. Maybe he's just sort of done it because he's got enough resources, so saving up for a quick castle age perhaps. Empty looks to be doing just that actually, considering how many resources he's got. Putting this good pressure on. People going to be able to go for that second town center now. And he's saving 5 seconds off the build time, train time for his villagers, so if he's even or ahead in town centers, he gets disgustingly ahead. He's trying to pinch as many of the deer here as he can, but these spears should actually be able to catch them. They're going to be slightly faster than the warrior scouts that are carrying. And we're going to try and pinch some more deer a little bit further over. Puppy Paw's town center is going to be nice and protected from the Barbican, even though he's missing out on some of those deer. He's still got 4 out of 7 of them there, I think. Oh, man. I'm going to try and defend here from CSO. Gonna be able to get... Ooh, not able to get the villagers because the knights charging different vills there. He might have been able to pick off one of them rather than half healthing the pair of them. And ultimately, the second doesn't actually set back your opponent's economy at all. Speaking of setting back economy, CSO now with a couple of traders, and double market production for them, so Puppy Paw can be eager to try and kill as many of these caravans as possible. So Louis Empty, Castle Age already, be able to get production of 5 archers at a time, so he's probably going to send them over here to cover for his teammate. So just trying to find opportunities to raid here, but looks like Puppy Paw thought this all out in advance. Protected wood line there. Wham with a nice massive army now. One of these markets getting picked off. Other one out of action as well for the time being until something can clean up these spears. Scout gonna fall, but Wem and Puppy Paw know they should be able to finish off this market before Puppy Paw's got to evacuate out of here. Wham trying to wall in the rear side of his base. I think this might be... Oh no. I was going to say it'd be too slow if CSO is just going to charge straight across, but a bit of a delay there. I think the villager still not going to be fast enough to finish off all of these wall segments before the knights are through. So he's still got to finish off this one over here. CSO is actually trading for food here. Looks like the trader. Nice and safe. Wham trying to put a bit of pressure here on CSO, but he's got his knights split up here. The spears. Gonna really guard these longbows. So no chivalry just yet, but bearing in mind once he takes out any of his lower knights, he can just start to have the health top up on those just by being a bit passive with the damaged ones. He does have the opportunity to actually try and cut through here with the knights now that Puppy Paw has cut through there, but now that he's moving off, Puppy Paw is actually going on the berry bushes, so that's really unfortunate for CSO. If he had stuck around any longer, he could have gotten these villagers, and if there's really only the one villager up here, he may have been able to get a bit more damage done if he wasn't just parked there, and then the moment he goes to move is the time that Puppy Paw actually heads down these other berries, but he may be coming back, righting the wrongs, considering he checked out other berries and there was only the one villager there, so surely the China player's got to be gathering from elsewhere. And over here is pretty exposed. And he's got vision from Louis Empty that he doesn't need to be over there. So Louis Empty already in Castle Agent with a really nice pit mine here. He'll be getting a fuckload of gold out of that. This has been a pretty passive basin game, I've got to say. Players just going for fast age 3s, multiple town centers, and all the rest of it. King's Palace here for Wham, so he'll have a third town center basically, as well as his castle age. CSO going Royal Institute, so he can get Royal Bloodlines. That was the upgrade I was meaning to remember the name of. So a nice boost of health to his knights that also regenerate, so really handy for him. In fact, Chivalry is just about to finish up. A couple of knights going to run through the base of Puppy Paw to actually get out from behind the walls, and they do both get picked off because of it. The market line seems to be safe. Looks like trading for food's been toggled off. So it's back to gold income here for CSO. Well, Louis just putting an outpost here. Trying to get himself a bit of vision. Maybe even upgrade it for the Springalds to get some nice defensive pressure here. Really lock down a lot of the resources here because he wants to guard this pit mine, no doubt. And try and deny the opponents from getting on any of these central gold mines, really, because it's a lot of gold. He can also potentially deny this control of this relic. Players starting to get monks, as you can hear, or well, religious units, we should say. CSO trying to make his way through the palisade. Well, yeah, it is monk for China. We've got different names for different civs. Really smart of Puppy Paw to actually just put a gate there rather than trying to repair through it. Well, Wham and Puppy Paw seemingly catching these knights right in the middle here, but doesn't look like they're actually going to get any kills out of this. On top of that, Louis Empty is nowhere to be seen. Missing in action because he's was setting up to try and hit over here. Looks like these warrior scouts can be able to pick up all these deer. That villager not able to finish off that toll outpost. Pretty much just a regular tower until you actually get some traders running through it or buy it. Our play's just about already maxed out considering they've gone for such a big Castle Age boom here. People are able to really zone those knights from taking out the nest of bees with just how many spears and Jugnu he's got. Jugnu, funny, even though they're supposedly ineffective against armored targets, they just attack that fast. They seem like a much better choice than run-of-the-mill archers against knights. I suppose Malian archers are probably just as good considering they've got their poison attack. Before actually putting keep at the rear of his base to help protect all these villagers. Sort of zone out his opponents from getting on this rear gold mine. Well, yeah, sending things onto this rear gold mine. Attempted a conversion, not successful there. Well, this is really cheesy and cheeky for Puppy Paw. He's managed to fit a keep in on the market line, so really smart to sneak in just before it's all walled off and it's too late, but there's enough villagers here from Louis Empty. He might be able to deny this, so good awareness to cover for his teammates' market line. That keep not going to finish up. While this is going on though, Puppy Paw is trying to take the fight to Louis Empty. It looks to be going his way considering he's got both the Jugnu and the nest of bees there. This is a nice raid from CSO. Gonna force our China player to have to garrison a fair bit. While this is going on, Wham's going to now push into CSO, and he's balls deep in Puppy Paw's base at the moment, so also trying to get us around on Puppy Paw's army, really support Louis Empty now. A lot of villagers exposed there, but Wham not wanting to push and overextend himself here. Paw's army still going. Looks like Nest of Bees not going to be able to get one last volley off, and there's a lot of low archers there it could have finished off if it did. Wham sneaking some knights in the rear of CSO's base now, as CSO doing the same to him. The knights overstaying their welcome a little bit there. A pair of them getting picked off by... oh! A quick wall attempt by Wham, but it's not quite quick enough. However, doesn't really matter because the spears are not too far behind those knights and managed to clean up another 3 of them. A couple of villagers falling for Wham's troubles though, but he is on 3 town centre at the moment. So the perks of opening 2 TC English and then building King's Palace is you end up with this really nice villager boom eco. That Berkshire Palace for Wham, so he's going to have the nice range that that's going to offer. Make it very hard to even stay on this gold mine. Like it sounds like it looks like it's a million miles away, but these things have immense range. Now Puppy Paw trying to make his way through the market line once again. At the keep going down over here. So trying to find a way into Team Snake's base, but the Fat Penguin, the brakes have been put on here. It's such a nice defensive position that Team Snake are in at the moment. Wham and Puppy Paw using tons of keeps to lock down the map control here, and CSO is now trying to actually go for a market line on the other side of the map, just in case. A bit of an insurance policy, but this keep creeping from Puppy Paw gonna make it extremely difficult to repel this without a copious amount of siege. And Wham also gonna stonewall the other side of the map just to really fuck over any attempts at trying to trade through here. CSO having none of it, he's trying to pick off this mill that's a little bit out of the way of all the rest of them and all the base defenses. So we'll get a couple of villagers, and the longbows, even with their damage steroid, because they're within town center range, going to take a lot of shots to actually bring down any of these knights. There are some spears in behind the army though, so they are going to be able to clean them up. Empty just taking back another relic here, but Puppy Paw's gone and stonewalled the other side, the other neutral market here. He's going to add another keep. Are you serious, man? You've got 4 keeps within a screen's distance of one another. This is keep abuse. It's like watching Legend play AoE 2 deathmatch, because it's just keep, 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 keep. Army units? Nah, fuck that, man. I'm making castles. Can he fit another one in over here somewhere? Surely he can. He can fit another one. Come on, man. Attempted. Is that the Red Palace? Is that the Red Palace? Yeah, it is. The French Age 4 keep. So it'd be handy to have this somewhere where you can have a lot of production around it. Because that 20% cost reduction steroid is really nice. Wham catching this at the perfect time. He's not going to be able to finish it, but he will kill a lot of villagers. Well, CSO trying to make things happen here for himself. Man, that range on the Berkshire Palace is unbelievable. Look at this. A conversion attempt actually goes off for Wham. Oh my god, that was nice. So Louis Empty really overstaying his welcome there and having a lot of Sofa and Musafati get converted on him. Get converted, kid. And GG. With some raiding going on back in CSO's base. Team A Fat Penguin decide enough is enough. They're throwing in the towel.